Coming up on this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly, a Wildcat you should know, Multicultural Show, and Tech Crew. All this and more coming up next. Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm your host, Tyler Bombasino. Nico has many extraordinary students, but some stand out above the rest. Frannie and Riley look into a Wildcat you should know.
My name is Jack Mayer. I'm 17 and a soon-to-be senior at Nico Valley High School.
Jack is involved in both Special Olympics and Best Buddies. He recently has been chosen to be a Best Buddies ambassador.
When I first spoke at my Hello, My Name Is event through Nico Valley High School, it went all over Facebook. Then there was this lady from Best Buddies who saw it, and she was so intrigued by the way I spoke and the way I was speaking that she came to my Best Buddies meeting shortly after that and asked me, well, formally asked me to become a Best Buddies ambassador.
As an ambassador, he speaks at national conventions across the country and hopes to leave a lasting impact on the audience about the importance of Best Buddies.
I want to implement Best Buddies in every single middle school and high school across the world. I believe strongly that people who have special needs and that are struggling to maintain friendships can benefit from someone who is positive and knows how to be accepting. And what made me want to become an ambassador was to change the world for the good.
Jack will continue to inspire others with his powerful speeches and hopes to make an impact on millions of people across the globe. Best of luck, Jack. And for Wildcat Weekly, along with Riley Sanko, I'm Frannie Golden.
After a 7-year absence, Niqua Baseball has brought back Opportunity Through Baseball. Dylan has the story.
Opportunity Through Baseball is a fundraiser with a silent auction that supports the baseball team and various other charities.
We support Dave and Jan Dravecki's Endurance, which minister to cancer patients. This year, some of the beneficiaries of the event are the Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry on the west side of Aurora, the Special Spaces in Naperville, the Aurora Neighborhood Boys Baseball League. It's a little league for inner city kids on the east side of Aurora. And then, like I said, our baseball program as well will benefit from this event.
So it's a good experience to see how fortunate people are and how unfortunate people are and what cancer does to people, and it's a really good thing to show awareness for the cancer patients.
Various guest speakers such as Dave Dravecki will be presenting at the event.
He pitched 9 years in the major leagues until they found a cancerous tumor in his pitching arm, which they removed and told him he'd never pitch again. And then a year later, he actually battled his way back, pitched again in the major leagues. His second start back from that comeback, he was pitching against the Montreal Expos, and he threw a pitch and his arm broke in half. The cancer had come back, and they actually had to remove his entire arm and shoulder.
To get involved, tickets are being sold at basketball games for $65. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Dylan Altman.
With the Orchesis and Variety Show coming up, Mac takes a look into what Tech Crew does behind the scenes.
With every performance by Nico Valley students, Tech Crew is involved with making each production happen. Behind the scenes of each show, Tech Crew puts in a lot of time and effort to make sure each performance is perfect. The Orchesis Showcase and Variety Show are two of the biggest shows at Nico Valley in a given year. With these shows coming up in the next month, Tech Crew heads into its busiest time of the year.
So those are some of our largest productions we do every year. In particular, for both those shows, we rent a large amount of lighting and audio rentals. So lighting, we rent between, for Orchesis, 16 moving light fixtures. And for Variety Show, last year we rented 65 or so light fixtures. This year we're looking about the same amount. Pretty cool designs coming up.
In between each production, Tech Crew spends countless hours taking down one set and putting up another.
So basically we have a week to put on the show, so we start on the Sunday before the show, and then all our takedown has to be done Saturday night after our last show. So we have Sunday is more of a setup with lights and getting all the right equipment in there, and then Monday we start dress rehearsals and just keep rehearsing throughout the week until Saturday when we take everything down.
If you are interested in being a part of the Tech Crew, visit nvhstheater.com or listen for details on the announcements. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Matthew Hill.
Neuqua Valley is a school with many different cultures, and the Multicultural Show is a great way for those to blend. Jackie has the details.
The Multicultural Show is the perfect way for students to showcase their different cultural backgrounds.
So the Multicultural Show is a one-night-only variety show, really, that shows faculty, staff, students, the cultural background of our school through different dances, cultural fashion show, songs, instruments played throughout the world. The students themselves are all different backgrounds and loaded with diversity, just celebrating something besides the American culture.
The Multicultural Show is a way for students to show and embrace their culture.
The thing that makes Multicultural Show at Neuqua Valley different from the other productions is that it's embracing all the different cultures here at Neuqua, and the students are coming to showcase the beauties of their culture and what makes them unique and special.
Make sure you come out to watch the Multicultural Show on Thursday, January 25th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Tickets are available the evening of the show at the auditorium box office. Adults are $7 and students are $5. And for Wildcat Weekly, I am Jackie Cleveland.
Broadcast journalism has become a very popular class at Neuqua. Gabe takes a look at what this class has to offer.
Broadcast journalism has been open to Neuqua students for 20 years and looks to give students a taste of real-world journalism.
So this class is Wildcat Weekly. This is our journalism class, and basically we have a show called Wildcat Weekly that airs every Friday, and we have 4 different groups with 4 different CPs that run each group, and each group takes turns every 4 weeks. You get a show, and then you just switch off and go through that.
Although Wildcat Weekly is most commonly associated with the broadcast journalism class, this class offers many other opportunities.
We actually don't just produce Wildcat Weekly. We produce stories called MV Pulses. We produce our Beyond the Valleys, which is current event stories, and then we do produce Wildcat Weekly. So MV Pulses are what we call they're the pulse of the story. So it's 30 to 45 seconds of a story that you have that time to thus give people the pulse of the story. You can give them a little synopsis of it and just highlight the important parts of it. And then Beyond the Valley, like I said, is our current events news show, where we focus on things that have just happened in the community and throughout the world, and then we thus put that together, we read it off of the teleprompter, and make that show.
For all students interested in media and journalism, be sure to sign up for this class. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Gabe Johnson.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a fantastic weekend, Wildcats.